All right, gentlemen, let's have an honest conversation this morning. If your mornings, and I think you know exactly what I'm hinting at, aren't quite what they used to be, then stay with me for the next few minutes because this discussion could change the way you look at your daily coffee forever. You're already making that first cup every morning, right? It's your ritual, your comfort, your fuel to get the day started. But what if I told you that the same coffee sitting in your mug could become something much more powerful? What if, with a few simple additions, that ordinary cup could become a natural vitality-supporting drink designed to help sustain energy, support circulation, and help you feel more like yourself again? I'm Dr. Sofia, and for over a decade I've worked closely with men navigating the frustrating and often confusing changes that come with aging. I've heard the concerns, I've seen the loss of confidence, and I've learned something important. Sometimes the most meaningful improvements do not begin with complicated solutions. Sometimes they begin with simple habits, hiding in plain sight. Today, I'm going to share 5 natural ingredients that many men are adding to their coffee routines. These are not magic powders or internet gimmicks. They are ingredients supported by research and traditional use, designed to work with your body, not against it. Before we jump in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I always enjoy seeing how far this community reaches and how many men are taking steps toward better health together. Now let's talk honestly about coffee itself. I love coffee. Most of us do. It sharpens the mind and helps wake up the body. But here's the reality many men over 50 begin to notice. Plain coffee often becomes a spike and crash cycle. You feel alert for a while, then suddenly the energy fades and you're reaching for another cup before lunchtime. As we age, deeper biological shifts begin taking place. Blood vessels naturally become less flexible. Nitric oxide production, the molecule responsible for helping blood vessels relax and support circulation, begins to decline. Hormonal changes occur gradually. Energy recovery slows down. That quick caffeine jolt can feel helpful, but it often does little to support the underlying systems responsible for vitality and healthy aging. That's where smarter coffee comes in. Think of your body like a classic performance car. It still has tremendous capability, but it may require better fuel and more intentional maintenance than it did 20 years ago. The good news is that supporting your body does not have to be complicated. The first ingredient is cinnamon. Now, I'm not talking about dumping spoonfuls into your mug. Just a quarter to half teaspoon is enough. And if possible, look for Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon. One reason cinnamon gets attention is its relationship with blood sugar balance. Research suggests that maintaining healthier blood sugar levels can support cardiovascular health over time. Why does this matter? Because circulation matters everywhere in the body. Tiny blood vessels are especially vulnerable to long-term metabolic stress, and supporting healthy circulation is an important part of aging well. Men also tell me something interesting about cinnamon in coffee. The experience feels steadier, less jittery, less abrupt. Instead of a harsh caffeine surge, they describe a smoother energy and more stable mood throughout the morning. And honestly, it simply tastes wonderful, warm, rich, comforting. The second ingredient may surprise you: unsweetened cocoa powder. Not sugary hot chocolate mix. I mean pure, dark, unsweetened cocoa powder. 1 teaspoon is all you need. Cocoa contains plant compounds called flavonoids. These compounds have been studied for their relationship with blood vessel function and circulation. Some research suggests cocoa flavonoids may help support nitric oxide activity, which plays an important role in helping blood vessels relax and maintain healthy blood flow. But cocoa offers more than physical support. Many men report that cocoa creates a subtle lift in mood and mental clarity. There's a reason chocolate has carried a reputation for comfort and pleasure across cultures for centuries. When added to coffee, cocoa creates a rich, sugar-free mocha flavor that feels indulgent without becoming unhealthy. If pure cocoa tastes too strong at first, a small amount of natural sweetener like stevia or monk fruit can soften the bitterness. The third ingredient takes us high into the Andes Mountains, maca powder. Maca root has been traditionally used in Peru for generations. It's often described as an adaptogenic food, meaning it may help the body adapt to stress and support overall balance. This is important because stress and aging often work together. Many men don't just feel physically tired, they feel mentally drained, less motivated, less engaged, like their internal spark has dimmed. Maca doesn't work like a stimulant. It's not an instant rush. Instead, many people describe its effects as gradual and steady. Studies exploring maca have noted associations with improved mood, vitality, and desire in some individuals. Men frequently tell me they feel more focused and emotionally engaged after using it consistently for several weeks. And yes, the flavor is unique, slightly nutty, almost like malt or butterscotch. Start small, around half a teaspoon, and let your taste buds adapt. The fourth addition may sound unusual at first: coconut oil or MCT oil. I know what you're thinking. Oil in coffee? Stay with me. When blended properly, coconut oil creates an incredibly creamy texture that transforms coffee into something closer to a latte. Medium-chain triglycerides, often called MCTs, are fats that the body can rapidly convert into energy. Unlike heavier fats, they are processed differently and may provide a more sustained feeling of fuel and mental clarity. This is one reason so many people became interested in blended coffee drinks. Instead of a fast rise and sudden crash, many experience longer-lasting focus and satisfaction. There's also another important point. Hormones rely on adequate nutrition, including healthy fats. For years, many people feared all dietary fat. But the body requires balanced nutrition to function properly. That said, moderation matters. Start with half to 1 teaspoon, especially if your digestion is sensitive, and always blend it rather than simply stirring. And now we arrive at the final ingredient, ginger. In my opinion, ginger remains one of the most underrated ingredients sitting quietly in kitchen cabinets. Fresh grated ginger or a quarter teaspoon of powdered ginger adds warmth and intensity to coffee. But beyond flavor, ginger has long been valued for its anti-inflammatory and circulation-supporting properties. Inflammation and oxidative stress are natural parts of life, but when they accumulate over time, they may influence how energetic and resilient we feel. Ginger contains active compounds that researchers continue studying for their potential health-supporting effects. Many people simply notice that it makes them feel warmer, more awake, and more energized. And honestly, that warming sensation matters. Sometimes wellness is not just about laboratory measurements. Sometimes it's about how you feel moving through your day, whether you feel sluggish or alive, dull or engaged. Now maybe you're thinking, Dr. Sofia, this sounds like a lot of work every morning. The goal is simplicity. Here's the easy starter plan. Take the 3 simplest dry ingredients: Ceylon cinnamon, unsweetened cocoa powder, and maca powder. Mix equal amounts into a small jar and keep it next to your coffee maker. Each morning, add 1 teaspoon of the mixture into your cup before pouring coffee. That's it. No complicated routine, no kitchen laboratory. And here's my advice. Don't try everything at once. Start with 1 ingredient and stay consistent for 30 days. Pay attention to your energy, your mood, your focus, and your overall sense of well-being. Gentlemen, I want to leave you with this. Aging is real, but decline is not the only story available to you. You deserve to feel engaged in your life. You deserve energy, confidence, and dignity. Small daily habits may not look dramatic, but over time they can become powerful acts of self-respect. Tomorrow morning when you prepare your coffee, remember this conversation. That cup does not have to be a mindless habit. It can become a deliberate choice to support your body and invest in yourself. Tell me in the comments, which ingredient are you most curious to try first? Until next time, this is Dr. Sofia, reminding you that small choices, practiced consistently, often create the biggest changes. Stay strong, gentlemen.